to define first and foremost is what is an agent. So an agent is basically a middleman between an author and their publishers. And they also take 15% commission on all books, all audios, etc. that they sell on your behalf. So they're the reasons why books actually get under the publisher's radar in the first place, because most publishers in the United States do not actually ask for unsolicited manuscripts. Unsolicited manuscripts means you can't email them like a pitch of your book and they're going to read it or they're going to accept it. They're only going to accept your books if they come through agents. So agents are really important in the publishing system.
Another way, Soon Reads accepts unsolicited manuscripts through their website. So there are many publishers now who do that, but it's not necessarily the easiest way to go also, because you have to have, your novel must be really polished to be able to be chosen by them.
Another term that we'd like you guys to know is the term querying. So what exactly is querying? It's basically sending a resume, except you're pitching your work to the agent or the literary agency. At a glance, it's basically an introduction of yourself, a pitch of your book, which is basically X meets Y, Harry Potter meets Hunger Games. That's how you pitch the book, so that the agent sort of gets an idea of what your book's about. Then there's a brief summary of your book, plus the agent requirements to be submitted. Because some agents are going to ask you, when you submit to us, we're going to need 10 pages of the first 10 pages of your book, or the first chapter, or the whole manuscript. And if they're interested, they're going to email you again. They're going to ask you for your full work, if they haven't asked for it already. And then finally, if they want to represent your book, they're going to call you specifically and officially offer you your representation.
I sent queries for my first book to 56 agents. My rejections are very many. The people who didn't reply to me are a lot. The people who requested aren't many either, of course. The offers of rep, zero. For my second book, ito kasi talagang napulido with Erin's help pa talaga. Iba pag kami nagbabasa na hindi ikaw. And if you get a trained eye to look at your work, if somebody like that is like looking at your work, you can somehow, you really learn.
Here's an example of the query that I made that got me my agent. So basically, I highlighted in red some aspects of it. Like, for example, you're interested in multicultural project and the ghost story to get under your skin. I mentioned that because the agent specifically mentioned it in her website, that this is what she's looking for. And I feel like this is exactly what my book is. So that's what I wrote to sort of hook her into it. So I'm seeking representation for the natural states of dead girls in Wealth, described as The Grudge meets Dexter in Dark. So that's the X meets Y comparison. I have also included the first 10 pages in the email because that is what the agent requested in her website. And if you don't follow that, you're not going to get her or him. When they specifically say you can only do this for them, that's what you do. You can't make your own rules. When you're talking to your agent, or like people who want to be your agent, you really have to know if this agent is going to sort of champion you and your work or cater to the market. There has to be sort of a balance, because naturally they can't sell books that the market won't like, but at the same time you can't compromise your ideals. You have to make sure not to compromise on what you're writing about just to cater to the marketplace.
You need an agent that will champion your book, right? This is important. But you will also want an agent who will champion you, not just one book, who will champion you through a career as a writer. No matter the genre, no matter the kind of book you want to write.
I am living proof that it is very possible to write for a living. I have no day job. This is something I'm doing 24/7. Yes, it's possible. You only need to, understand what querying is, go through the process, find your agent, and, you can be just like us.